Heyo, Visioneers! Johnny 5 Alive here, and welcome back to some more Park Beyond Park Spotlight. Holy moly, good googly moogly. This is the second episode that we're doing of this. The first one lacked a little bit of coasters, so we are moving over to something that is the complete opposite. It lacks a bit of theme park, but it's all coasters. Today we're going to be looking at Coaster Island, created by Stony26. So the focus of this park, as you can see from the B-roll in the background, this creator just made a bunch of Giga Strata coasters that explore this massive tropical island. So, because I want to see how the coasters are in this game and what people have done with them, we're targeting this one here today because we spent a little bit more time walking around a detailed theme park in the last video, and this time I just want to ride some coasters and see how they go. Now, if the coasters suck, it's not necessarily the fault of the developers, it could be fault of the creators, and vice versa. If the coasters suck, it might not be. You guys see what I'm saying? So it might take a while before we find a gem, so bear with me, guys, but I wanted to do a complete opposite. I thought this would be fun, so why don't we delay no further and jump right on into Coaster Island, created by Stony. Let's go. Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like the park here is closed, but that is quite all right. As I said, there's like very little decorations, but what there is looks great. I do think some of the prefabs in this game and the pieces that you could use in this game are phenomenal. I think they're really solid. If we can get the controls and refine the game a little bit, if the developers can, then I think we're onto something, because I think some of these assets, the way they're animated, the motion in them, the details in them, like that looks like real chocolate to me. Like literally, that is phenomenal. The textures, the materials, the shaders, everything's looking just stunning in the Unreal Engine. So, you know, it's a big shame because I think this game has huge potential. It just lacks in certain areas in terms of controls and polish and stuff like that. Even just walking around the parks, I have to use an Xbox controller. It's just not a great experience. So here we are, nobody naming their coasters. It's standard coasters. There's not a lot of stats to look at. It is just taking off faster than I can actually do anything, and there's no hotkey for pause. So I just have to let it go. All right, look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going down a lift hill. So again, to my previous point, if the coasters suck, it might not be the developer's fault. This creator has chosen to do a downhill lift. So I don't think some people quite have the understanding of the tools. This is a little bit more proper, an uphill lift. Oh boy. It's already a hot mess, but I'm here for it, ladies and gentlemen. If it's a meme city, if we're just cringing over these coasters, we're gonna find entertainment in the cringe. But I am determined to look through these parks until I find a gem. And I'm not gonna make you guys suffer every single episode with me. I figured, you know, we went to a park that was fairly detailed, that lacked in coasters. We do the complete opposite here today. We go to a park that lacks in theme park, but has a ton of coasters. Whether they're bad or good, we get it out of our system. And I'm definitely going to be trying to target something that is a little bit more serious for the next one. Something that takes itself a little bit more serious, has that polish, has that custom detail, has that custom terrain work, a few good coasters, and a nice park to explore. I'm looking for that balance, and I'm determined to find it. And I want to know how an authentic, fully polished theme park in Park Beyond holds up to that of Planet Coaster. That is the direct competitor in my opinion here, but even for something like this, look at that, the way the sun rays are coming in, the way we have the lighting hitting the trees there, environments are looking good. Smashing through a tree, not the best though. Really solid terrain tools in this game, a little bit of a corkscrew there. But yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to this coaster. And I think this coaster being bad is definitely directly due to Stony26. I think Stony may have had a little bit too much in his, You guys know what I'm saying. Mr. Stoney got a little too stoned. I think so. But hey, it's a video game. You're having fun with it. You decided to upload it and share it with the community. And I want I want Mr. Stoney to take me on that experience that he was going through on the day that they created this monstrosity. Look at this downhill lift again. Gotta love it. Oh my god. What a hot mess this is. I do like these little tunnels though. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is a cool view. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is a really good area to run coasters through. Look at this. There's so many, like, places you can weave a coaster in and out of all these crevices and get some really beautiful, stunning visuals. It's just this creator didn't do that. Oh, golly. Yep. This creator just didn't do that. I mean, they tried. I'm not gonna be too mean, but I'll give credit where credit is due when I see it. I mean, too many lift hills. There must have been 17 lift hills on this thing. And in a game called Park Beyond, oh my god, no. 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 I'm saying no, as this is not a good thing. Now I understand the downhill lifts. That little, doodad turned this coaster into a boomerang by launching us backwards. So the only way to go up the drops is if there are lifts. So what I thought was a little bit silly in seeing downhill lifts actually makes sense, because we wouldn't be able to get back if there were no lift hills going down. That is bananas. This is literally the world's largest boomerang. Watching this go backwards is somewhat kind of mesmerizing, and like getting a look at the islands and stuff. Yeah, here we go. The downhill lift now actually has merit, and I get to put my foot in my mouth for commenting on that. But how was I supposed to know that this 8-kilometer coaster was a boomerang? What I was gonna say earlier was that why are there so many lifts in a game that's called Park Beyond where you can impossify? We have cannons, we have boosters, we have paragliders, we have launchers, we have the list goes on and on and on with all of the ways that you can make this coaster explore this map. And we just chose to go with endless amounts of lift hills. This must be a vanilla park file. This must have been created before any of the updates or DLCs came out. I think I'm done with it now. I'm done with this coaster. We got to see most of it going backwards. I am good on that. Let's go back into our scenic mode and try to find our way to another coaster. This is what I'm saying, like the path work here, it's a hot mess. Just running stuff like, oh, I put a flat ride. This is definitely somebody playing the scenario mode, but trying to beat it by just making coasters instead of flat rides, I think. I don't even know if that's possible. On a side note, the game has gone through a lot of updates and changes, and that's kind of why I wanted to visit it here, in hopes that seeing somebody that, like, you know, took some of these changes to heart and gave this game a second shot, and then we could take a look at some of their creations. So I would like to know down in the comments below if you guys want to... What? Oh, God. That's weird. I think there's got to be a setting for that. The camera won't go through there. Okay, we could probably click it from here. I want to know from you guys, do you want to see me play the campaign again? Give this game another shot. Oh my God, you see that coaster just take off like a rocket? Let's, straight into a corkscrew lift. All right. This is wild. Yeah, so you guys... This episode is not to be taken seriously, obviously, but that is also why I chose it. I have featured parks just like this in Planet Coaster in the past, right? So let's be fair here and, you know, give it a chance, because you can be like, oh, this park is so crappy compared to Planet Coaster. No, I've shown you guys 700 amazing parks in Planet Coaster, and it's going to be the 5 or 10 that I've showcased that were just a hot mess like this, just so we can have a good laugh and meme on it a little bit. They're in contrast to what we featured that was good. You guys remember the good. And until we find the good in Park Beyond, it's going to kind of stay on the meme radar, right? But I am determined to find that goodness somewhere. So, I mean, if you happen to play Park Beyond, I will feature your park. Send me the name of the park, DM me on Discord. You guys can find... Whoa! Was this a double pass-through? It was. All right, doing like a bit of an impulsion pass-through coaster there. I don't know if I want to ride that again, to be honest. It's not really set up to be that type of a coaster. And yeah, it's obviously like the creator playing around with some of these elements and not really knowing what to do with them. So yeah. Anyways, what I was saying is you guys can find my Discord info on my channel. You guys know how to find me. If you play the game and you think you can make a well-decorated park with some decent coasters, exploration coasters, whatever you want to make, I'm all for giving it a feature 100%. Like, I want to find the good stuff. And from it's really hard to find stuff on their workshop page because you can only attach one screenshot. This park looked awesome in that one screenshot. And then I opened it up and I went, it's a hot mess. But I said, for the content, for the memes, for the shits and giggles, we'll go through this hot mess together. And I think you gotta experience lows to appreciate the highs. That was my thought process. I thought the last park that we explored wasn't too bad. It just had an underwhelming amount of coasters. So between that one and this one, we're still looking for that high, right? And when we find it, it's going to be glorious. But there are still things that I find really quite cool about this, right? Like the height that we're at here, the view. I love the way the water looks and the terrain, and the vibrance of the Unreal Engine is really rock solid, really nice. So it's like I wanna at least try to get some appreciation out of the lesser creations, because once I feature them, I'm never gonna do anything like this ever again. And once we find something really, really good, I'll definitely never look at anything bad. And it's really hard to find anything good on the workshop for this game. So there goes that wing to launch. We're gonna be hanging on the wing for this one, dropping through the terrain down to the water. That looks pretty cool. Pretty good visuals here. I'm not mad at this so far. A little bit janky. Okay, we can turn into a water coaster there. That's pretty cool. And up the little lift. We got a little bit of a love ride over there. And here we go, dropping down into the train again. I kind of want to play this map myself and attempt to do what this creator did, but put a little bit more time into the theming and the coaster designs. Look at that. Because this environment, I gotta give credit where credit is due to Limbic Entertainment for the amazing scenarios. Like, look at this. The amount of amazing coasters that you can make going in and around all of this terrain. The work is done for you. You just got to run the coasters through, right? It's pretty cool. Like, I really like the look of all this. It's pretty immersive. Very visually stunning. Easy on the eyes. So, I do have one coming up that I looked at. And it's the same map, but it is fully themed. Every single one of these platforms, every single one of these islands is fully decorated, fully themed. And obviously, if I feature that, then we're never featuring something like this. So I got to get this one out of my system. And I think I found a gem for us. I really hope. I got my fingers crossed. What just happened there? I got my fingers crossed for a future contender for Park Beyond Park Spotlight. And my hopes are pretty high for it. So we're getting all the janky ones out of the way. Look at that thing just launch out of the get-go. Okay, so where are we off to next? Scenic mode. Let's keep on keeping on. But honestly, if I can... What the heck? There's got to be a setting for this. Like, camera can go through collision or something. I'm gonna have to look into that because that might be a problem going forward if I keep going forward. So this looks like a coaster we haven't been on. But yeah, I'm a little bit excited for the prospect of this game. The issue is when the game came out, it was in such a hot mess that by the time the community sharing tools came out, it came out with all the good stuff. I don't know if anybody's actually made anything on the 2.3 version of this game. And I think if we could find a park that's made on 2.3 with all the new features that the game has, all the new coasters, all the new decorations, I think we can get some really solid explorations or park tours out of it. The problem is finding it. So again, if you guys can help me find it, if you own the game and you find like a really good one, DM me a list of names that I can search up. And I'll have a look at them, and I would definitely love to feature your creations if you've made something in this game. But obviously, going forward, the quality's gotta be a lot better than what we have here. I'm starting low, so the bar is set low, and we can only go up from here, guys. It's only on upward and onward from here. This coaster's not too bad, though. It has a bit of a fun, high-speed cruise to it. Got the wind in our face. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I think that was one of the better ones. It doesn't drag on for a lifetime either. I'm not mad at it. Not great, but not bad either. I wish there was a hotkey for scenic mode. Let's go. It's like, where are these pathways taking us to? Should we go in this crevice? Oh yeah, we can't. Let me see if I can find the setting for that. Is this what I'm looking for? If enabled, the cursor will follow the camera inertia. Let's turn that off and see if that does anything. No, I don't know what that meant then. There doesn't seem to be anything for this, which is kind of lame because I could have sworn like I remember like if you're editing, what if I go out of free camera? Oh my gosh, this doesn't work at all. How the heck? Yeah, so if anyone knows a workaround for this, let me know down in the comments because I have no idea how to fix this. I remember when I was building in this game, I was having that issue, but if you selected something, there was like an editing mode that like allowed you to pass through objects, but it was only while you were editing. I'm trying to like walk around this park. And if I can't walk underneath caves, what's the point in walking around at all? Okay, you know what we're gonna do here? We're gonna go into the old bird's eye view. We're gonna grab the mouse and keyboard even. So what we went on Big Orange, right? Wide coaster. The wide. You mean the winged launch coaster? The wide coaster. What do we got going on here? The standard coaster 1. Did we go on this guy? I don't think we did. I can't even tell anymore. Was this the big boomerang? Oh, it was. Yeah, it was. And then we went on this guy, and that was like the impulsion kind of coaster. What's going on with this? This is the big one we just went on. Wait, so there's like only 3 coasters? Looked like a lot more when I opened her up. Oh boy. 3 extremely disappointing coasters. All right. let's get real, guys. The first park we visited was better than this one. Absolutely. It had 2 coasters and a transport ride, but it ended up being a little bit better of an experience because we got to immerse ourselves in an actually themed and decorated park, which I actually got some enjoyment out of. This was just a literal hot mess. I really want to figure out how to go in caves in this game. So if anyone knows how to do that, like this might, like, I don't know what the heck is happening here. So I don't know. If we can't find good parks, maybe I'll have to go build one. But I think I have a good one on the radar. So going forward with these Park Beyond spotlights, I wanted to get a couple bad ones out of my system. Like I said at the just earlier, that you gotta experience the lows to appreciate the highs. So this you know, the jank on the coasters, randomness, just crazy zaniness. That is what Park Beyond is all about, but there's not a lot of effort gone into making this super exhilarating, obviously. So, for the next one, guys, we're gonna look for something that's legitimately worthy of a spotlight now that we've got these crazy zany things out of the way. But what I wanted to kind of showcase with this, when you go to the workshop page in this game, it's all stuff like this, and it made it very hard to sift through for what was actually good. So if the majority of the content's like this, I need help finding the good stuff. If you own the game, try to look through the workshop, use the filters, filter. If you find something good, message me on Discord the name of it, because you can search by the name. I'll give it a look and we can check it out for future spotlights. If you built something yourself, feel like sending it in. Right now, the bar is set extremely low. So at this point, as long as I find something half decent, good as a park spotlight, I'm going to want to explore it. But I think I have one in my inbox that looks extremely good. And I guess as a bit of a showcase, I could show you guys this. So we go to the community content and we filter by parks and we hit search. It does have a result limit of 100. So if it's what's trending, like why is this trending, right? What's going on there? And it's like this. There's more coasters on that, but it looks very similar to what we just experienced. In fact, it looks a little bit better. And this guy just says, just effing around. Why don't we, and that's what they're all like. And we go back to our sandbox, and then we go to, what was it? Just effing around. Is this it? Duel at the beaches? I think this one was it. Yeah, that's it. And we go start map. Like, this is my process of finding good parks, guys. And is this not the exact same experience that we just had? Pathways all the way through, no theming in between, random stuff plopped down, just effing around is literally everyone. I'll give the credit to this creator, though. This coaster looks a lot better. And I think because this episode was so disappointing, we should give this coaster here is actually massive. We should throw this into test mode and give it a ride. Let's give this wait, why is the seat? Where's the front seat? Where's the front seat on this thing? Seat 4 is the first seat? I guess the coaster got scrambled. Yeah, let's see what this is all about. I'll bust out the Xbox controller so I can look around a little. But yeah, see this one, it's got like a proper clean helix. Things look to be smoothed out. This inversion here, pretty smooth. So compared to the last park that we just went to, that's a nice little corkscrew. Very smooth coming through here. Yeah, this is looking a lot better, for sure. So even though this person was just effing around, they put a little bit of care into making this coaster explore. I like this. Got these little floating island assets here that the coaster passes by. Wait a second. Is this a second station or is that the end of the coaster? Why did the coaster look so much bigger when I clicked on it? Is this a second boarding station? They could have, I actually think it is. This could be a transport ride. So we got a cannon here using some of the modules. There we go. Very cool. What's going on here? Oh, it's a jump. Very nice. Into an inversion, down into a downward helix. Not too bad. The coaster elements on this are much better than what we've seen previously, not just spamming lift hills everywhere, using some of those coaster modules, and this is what I was talking about. If we put a little bit of care into the coaster editor, we could create some pretty cool coasters that explore some pretty incredible terrain. Is this where we started? Or is this like a third station? And then if you build a very decorative theme park on top of that, you can get some really cool results. I'm not mad at this at all. This is cool. And that's where I think the potential has not been hit yet. That was a bit janky. Oh! The flying worm! I'm curious to know, like, maybe that's how we do these spotlights. Do I just open up a random map, give it a look, ride a few rides, just move on to the next one? And we just spam a bunch in one video and see if we find a gem, you know? Do you guys want to just see a whole bunch of these random creations and what people made? I think this is a pre-made blueprint. That just looks like a hot mess. This one looks kind of interesting because of these floating segments. So I want to see what's going on with this one. Let's throw this guy into test mode here and go into camera. What is this? We're on a motorcycle and we're launching into a rock. Just effing around. Oh god. Oh, wait, maybe it's a reverse launch. No, it's a rock launch. Oh boy. And, oh wow. Oh wow. What is even up with that? It's like an elevator? What in the hell? Alright, that's not too bad. Not too rough at all. Oh, now we're going... Oh my goodness. Yeah, some of these elements are good. Some of them are not so good. If we can build coasters and reduce the jank and increase the actual good smooth parts, we might have something. Get some theming around there. I think this episode got saved by this creator's creation, for sure. These have been a lot better than what we looked at previously, but still not great. And you can see, like, this is it doesn't look much different than the last one. Couple coasters scraggled around a what could be a this map has so much potential and none of them have met that yet. And I think it's just people are struggling with the challenge of filling all this up with decorations and really getting gritty. So what I will show you guys here, return to main menu. We go into sandbox, extra maps, community. This looks like it has potential, right? We can see there's theming and decorations. Like, this thing is packed to the brim. Every single island is covered in something. This is what I hope to see from Park Beyond Park spotlights. Bustling theme parks, fully decorated on island to island. This looks exciting. And that's why we had to kind of do a couple of these meme-ish ones. So I think for the next one, I'm going to be checking out that. This looked kind of interesting. Looks insane. And there's a few others that look, you know, I don't know about this one, but we'll see. That looks kind of cool. This one looks really nice. I like the pirate theme going on here, so that looks pretty exciting. And this one looks also pretty cool. It's like a Western park. So, and this is from me sifting through the workshop for like an hour or two to find a handful that looked good. And that is because the filter is limited to 100, right? I gotta get the mouse and keyboard again. So how do I do this? Oh, the mouse is gone. Okay, we go to community content. Oh, it's switched back to Xbox. What the heck is happening here? Park search. So when you have a search result of 100 and half of it is this stuff, new map, everything here is a new map. Is there anything here that is decorated? So in order for us to refine the search, we have to either go to like highest rated, but the highest rated is the one that I showed off today. That is the highest rated park so far. And this is the one underneath it. So I was trying to grab some quote-unquote gems based off the ratings. the community ratings, but I don't think we could take these community ratings seriously. And as I skim through these, like, all of these parks are either empty or just plain bad. So it's gonna take an actual specific search, and I don't know how to do that. I tried doing last updated. What is this game? Like, what? This person made 3 flat rides and a path and said, what is this game? And uploaded it. Oh, this one looks kind of cool. Oh, they made a wooden coaster. I'm gonna write this one down. Cause see, the created by name here, I'll show you this. So now that I've subscribed to this, if we go back to our sandbox, our community maps, and we look at it here, it no longer shows who made it. It doesn't show the creator's name. So if I'm gonna feature something, I have to write down the name ahead of time because like I won't know who made this map. But this actually has like a good aesthetic to it. It has a wooden coaster, which is part of the 2.3 update. And it looks like there's some decorations in there. It's not too bad, not too great either, but this is what I'm saying, like, I think I have to do park and then like a certain filter, but like maybe we go alien planet and hit search. Nope, nothing found. Refine search, beyond extreme, nothing found. So when people are uploading their parks, wait, did I do that right? I had SSS in there. Let's try this again. Nope, nothing found. So what if we do Western search? Nothing found. Oh wait, is it by Trent? No, that wouldn't matter, right? Or wait, what if we try desert? Okay, here we go. All right. But it refined our search to 16 results. So there's only 16 desert maps ever uploaded. Rounded and Astounded. Dry Goods. West Park. Yellow Rock. Some of these look okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to fiddle around with this. This one looks interesting, but I wish you could have more screenshots. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Does that look okay? Let's see when we open it up. So this is the experimentation process of Park Beyond. I'll give you guys the behind the scenes look, the complete disaster that it all is, how difficult it is. Xbox Tower, somebody made the Xbox Tower, okay? I don't even know what to say about that. Pathology, it's a park of complete paths. Yay. All right, so going forward, I'm gonna only dig up gems. Or at least like, you know, like something like this. Something that's like kind of halfway there. I'm gonna see if I can find something good. We're gonna raise the bar a notch, try to take things a little bit more seriously, and see what we can find. And maybe after 5 of these park spotlights, we have seen everything that is good on the workshop. And then we move on. Unless you guys send me your creations. That'll have to do for now. Ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for today's episode. I promise in the next one, we'll find something impossible. Hope you have a wonderful day. See you in the next one. Bye now.